Once considered the big brother of Southeast Asia, a name that struck fear into any team facing them, Full Sense, a representative from Thailand, has undergone constant changes since its debut. They currently hold a spot in the playoffs of VALORANT Challengers SEA Split 3 and have many advantages to qualify for Ascension 2025 at the end of the year. So what has shaped the brand of this Thai representative? Let's find out right now. Hopefully, this will be a series of videos that provides a complete perspective before you enter the stage where Southeast Asia's finest will gather in Vietnam. Let's move on to today's main content. Full Sense, a Thai organization, was founded on September 14, 2020 and officially formed its VALORANT team on February 12, 2021. It is one of the long-standing VALORANT names in Thailand alongside Made in Thailand, Sharper Esports and Team NKT. However, despite being established early, reaching the group stage of Champions 2021 in Berlin, Germany, remains their best achievement in international tournaments. At the end of 2024 and the start of 2025, the disbandment of the teams like Made in Thailand and Serbia gave Full Sense the chance to break through and become a dominant force in Thailand and Southeast Asia. By acquiring well-known players from disbanded domestic teams, they consistently challenged other teams in Split 1 and claimed the championship. Even though they finished in the top 3 and suffered a narrow 3-2 loss to Motive Esports in Split 2, they remain a beast in Southeast Asia with a strong chance of competing in VCT Pacific next year. The first player to mention is Sephiroth, who plays the roles of controller and initiator of Full Sense. His real name is Chinakrit Fujaroen, born in 2003, and he officially entered the professional scene in 2023. Joining Full Sense in early 2025 after Made in Thailand disbanded, Sephiroth has remained a reliable carry to this day. He began his professional career relatively late, in 2023, the year the franchise system was established. In his early years, the 2003-born player competed for Crit Esports and later Made in Thailand, a fairly large organization in Thailand. In his first venture into the professional stage, he finished 4th overall at VALORANT Challengers Thailand Split 2 after a 0-2 loss to the very team he would later join, Made in Thailand. Since then, aside from the SUP VALORANT League, he has not competed in any world-level tournaments. Playing the controller role with the versatile agent Omen, Sephiroth always provides reassurance for his teammates from the backline. True to the nature of a controller, he constantly causes trouble for opponents on every area of the map. As long as Sephiroth is still in the game, he will always bring victory for Full Sense. Not only do we have our own LAS compared to others, but Thailand also has their own Leviathan to compete with the Americas region. Tanyathon Leviathan Nakmi, a young man born on January 15, 2003, is the name that inspires great confidence among Full Sense fans. Joining Full Sense much earlier than the others, Leviathan is also considered one of the players who draw the most attention from the team's fans. The 2003-born player began his career with Sharper Esports as a controller. Once a key carry for the team but without notable results, Leviathan officially moved to Full Sense to change and improve himself. While playing for Sharper, his most notable achievement was reaching the finals of Challengers Thailand Split 1. Unfortunately, he lost 0-3 to Made in Thailand. By Split 2, he couldn't even make it past the group stage, marking his final season with Sharper. Since joining Full Sense, his best achievement has been a 3rd place finish at Ascension after losing to Boom Esports. At that time, Full Sense lineup still included PTC and Sushi Boys. From sacrificing himself to play multiple roles or flex to guiding his team through tough matches, Leviathan truly deserves a chance to compete in the Pacific region's top-tier tournament next year. Laz, whose real name is Kitikawin Jirawatkakan, is a Thai player. For some reason, the veteran of Full Sense shares the same in-game name as Koji Laz Ushida from Zeta Division, and both have had impressive careers in VALORANT and FPS games in general. On top of that, both Laz players play the Sentinel role, yet another coincidence between our Laz and their Laz. Having gone through many teams big and small in Thailand, Laz is exactly the exemplary captain Full Sense needs. Rising from Team NKT, Laz brought the team numerous domestic titles, partnering with Sephiroth at Made in Thailand until the team disbanded. Both joined Full Sense with the ambition to reach bigger titles in the future. Playing as a sentinel, the veteran Laz will always be a steel wall protecting his teammates so they can shine. Potter, who brought EG the Champions 2023 title. However, this is not the same Potter we're talking about. Suthichai Potter Promsikayu is a player from Thailand. Once a member of Sursia, a team that dominated the domestic scene in Thailand, Potter was recruited by Full Sense after his previous team disbanded. In the past, he played for most of the major teams in Thailand, starting with Z11, then Attack All Around, Sursia, and now Full Sense. As a duelist along his youth and agility, Potter always brings unpredictability to his opponents in his matches. He always maximizes the space created by his teammates to break into enemy lines, paving the way for spectacular teamfights for Full Sense. Neon and Jet are his most played agents, followed by Raze and Yoru. He always takes full advantage of the space created by his teammates to break through the enemy's formation, paving the way for spectacular teamfights for Full Sense. Apinya, full name Apinya Laotaeo, born on May 4, 2004 in Thailand, was one of the early members to join Full Sense. Apinya has always been considered a cornerstone of the team, having competed against many top domestic rivals. However, despite not having many notable achievements, he was involved in a controversial incident. After FW Esports disbanded, Apinya founded his path with Full Sense. He joined the Orange Clad team in late September 2022 and has remained with them ever since. Reuniting with his senior Killua at Full Sense, the duo delivered outstanding performances that elevated the team's name within the Thai region. Apinya returned to Full Sense and gradually regained his form. The team went on an undefeated streak from mid-split 1 to split 2, a historic achievement for Full Sense as a whole and especially for Apinya. Since Killua left and shown in Talent's jersey, QQ God was the next to join Full Sense roster. QQ God, full name Phumfat Forjanat, born on November 22, 1997 in Thailand, was recruited by Full Sense to help share the in-game leader duties with Laz. Formerly a professional in Game C and having played for top Thai teams like Team NKT and Sharper Esports, QQ God quickly adapted to Full Sense playstyle. QQ God was one of the most famous Game C players in the Southeast Asian community. He also represented Thailand as the IESF 2021 tournament. With previous FPS experience, QQ God has played a wide range of roles. Joining Full Sense to replace Killua, he will take on the role of initiator. Although he is the newest member of the roster, he is actually the oldest and most experienced player on the team. With his wealth of experience, QQ God will surely play a major role in elevating the team back to the heights they once reached. Leaf, real name Nathan Orff, is currently playing for G2 Esports. Wait, that's the Leaf from the Americas, not Southeast Asia. Well, his full name is Satawut Riatong, born on July 24, 1994 in Thailand. A former FPS player with extensive coaching experience at major Thai teams like Made in Thailand and Team NKT, Coach Leaf has undoubtedly contributed many great strategies to Full Sense. The 2023 Coach of the Year awarded in Thailand affirms his stature and contribution to the Thai esports scene. With his experience as both a player and a coach in top-tier Thai teams, Coach Leaf is a key piece in leading Full Sense to ascension and a potential spot at VCT Pacific 2026. Just like Nows and Motive, Full Sense has officially secured a spot in SEA Challengers playoffs, regardless of their results in the group stage. However, their form hasn't quite met expectation, as they've allowed NKT to take the top spot in the group while they sit in the second place with a 2-2 record. It remains to be seen whether Full Sense can show their strongest form in the upcoming matches and fight their way to ascension, or will they continue to display the same inconsistency as in the group stage? Let's wait and see in the upcoming playoff stage.